Hi. So
Hi.
let me start with the questions. Just a second. Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Okay. So I think he already asked, but given a choice, what you would be preferring, metadata or custom settings?
Uh, Custom settings. Custom settings.
Why?
Given a choice, what would you prefer? Custom settings, because using custom settings, we can query it. Means custom settings are mostly work as the custom objects. So where developer can save their data and use it for sending the outbound messages.
Okay. So basically, what happens is that custom settings we have two types. Basically, list and hierarchy. So whenever we are using
Mhm.
hierarchy, then the custom settings is preferred. But otherwise, we prefer
Mhm.
custom metadata because we can deploy it as well. So
Okay.
that's the answer.
Okay.
Then how to call a batch from a batch?
Uh, how to call a batch from a batch? Okay, we can call a batch a batch. That is, sorry, I don't know
Okay.
about it.
So we can call using the finish method.
Finish method. Okay, okay, yes, yes, yes. Okay,
So
sorry,
these kind
I
of
was a bit
questions, yeah, go
confused.
ahead.
Hmm.
So these kind of questions like can we call feature from batch? Can we call queuable from batch? So these kind of questions do come. So just check on that.
Hmm.
Then what are the
Yes.
type of sharing rules and how many are there?
Yeah, okay. The sharing rules. Okay, so sharing rules are of two types, that is criteria based and record based. So criteria based, where we can send means we can use the sharing rules using the criteria. If this is the criteria, then share the rule. And second one is according to the rules. So if that role is means if I have to share my records with a different role, so using that I can also do that.
Okay. So first of all, there are now three types of sharing rules. One is honor based, second
Okay.
is criteria based, and one is guest user access. So most people don't know
Guest.
about it. That is the reason I asked this question. And
Mm-hmm.
secondly, you started with saying that there are two types of sharing rules. The first thing is that you should
Yeah.
define what is sharing rules. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Then difference between before and after trigger.
Okay. Before trigger is used for the data insertion before the data gets saved in the database, and the second one, that is the after trigger, which we can perform the data after the data is saved
Okay, so for
in the
example,
database.
for example, I have a scenario that whenever the account description is updated, update opportunity as well. So then for that, what you will use before or after?
After.
Why?
Because the account is getting updated, and after that the opportunity will update, right? So that's why after trigger.
Correct. Then how to write a test class for REST and SOAP?
Test class for restaurants of no, I don't know about it.
Okay, so check on that. We can use the mockout interface to do that. So just revise on that because a lot of questions come on test classes. So just go through them.
Yes.
Now we will touch Aura part. Okay. So in Aura, like communication is very important, whether it's Aura or LWC. So difference between component and application event in Aura.
I have not worked on Aura or LWC. I have only worked the admin part of Lightning.
Okay, okay. So we can quickly go ahead from there. So, if you want, we can just discuss it. So, application event, what exactly happens is, for example, there are two components and they're independent of each other. So, for that kind of communication, we use application event. When for example, when you use PubSub model, they are different components and not interrelated. Whereas in component event, there is a relation between them. So that's where we use component event.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
the network from my end is not.
Okay, okay. Okay, going to next question. How to call Apex class from helper in Aura? Do you have any idea about it?
No,
Okay,
for that.
so yeah, so okay, fine. So there's something called component.get entity. So this is
Hmm.
a method name. So whenever we are calling the method, we have to use this. Okay, so
Okay.
that's how we are able to call. Then I'm just showing you difference between helper and controller. You can go ahead and read them. And then I'm assuming that you have not gone through LWC. So I'm just going ahead.
No. Yes.
Okay. So connected callback are like when we are doing on the page load itself, that time we are using the connected callback. Then again when you will revise the communication LWC also child to parent and parent to child. Both are very important.
Yes.
So child to parent
Okay.
we are using events because it's bubbling
Hmm.
up. The same goes with aura and when we are talking about parent to child, we will be using the methods and attributes.
Okay.
Again, Lightning data service. So if you want to load, create, edit or delete a record without using the code, then we use it. Okay, let's go with little bit of code exercise. Again, I think you are not comfortable with LWC, so we'll move ahead from this. Okay, and now let's go to trigger. So basically, can you tell me what is
Hmm.
wrong with this code?
Okay. Create a related contact when account is created. Okay. For account ACC trigger dot new. Insert C. I think for loop. Okay. I think the insert C should be inside the for loop.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, you
Yes.
tell and then I will
Just a
tell you.
minute.
Yeah, you give me
Okay.
points,
Yes.
I will tell you then.
Okay. So when the contact is created, account is created. Okay. So trigger on contact. First one should be on contact. Okay. Okay. But we can also say that when the account is created, then the contact is created. Right. Or this I think problem statement.
So basically, you can see say problem statement is when account is created, then create related contacts. See, create related contacts when account is created.
Account is
So
created.
operation
Okay.
starting from
S-
account.
Operation starting from account. Okay. Before update. That should not be a before update. That should be before insert. The first thing.
That should be before insert.
Yes. Uh, cre- Create a contact. Yes. Before insert.
Okay, what is next?
Just just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. My cell phone screen is very small. Just a minute. Okay. Create a related contact when the account is created. The trigger name on account. Okay. The trigger should be on contact after insert. Then for account ACC trigger dot. I'm a bit confused here actually.
Yeah, so actually this becomes more confusing when we are giving like this as compared to if I would have asked you to write. So
Hello.
yeah,
So,
can you hear me?
yes.
So yeah, that becomes more confusing when we see it like this as compared to when we are writing. But that helps to understand more. So the first thing which you have said, the event is wrong. So we will be using after
Mhm.
insert because
After insert.
based on account we are doing the contact. I think when you told about trigger means you know the idea, but you got confused. Now the next
Yes.
thing is we are using why we are using trigger.new.
Because we are creating a new related account. Sorry, the new related record.
Okay, okay. So why are we iterating our account?
Because the account is creating, right? So that's why we are iterating over the account
Okay,
related to the contact.
okay. So insert now we put C dot last name, C dot account ID. Now we are doing insert C. So what is wrong there? Do you see something wrong there?
Insert C should be inside the for loop, and also C dot ID is also missing. No, sorry, it's the account ID is also there. Account ID. Okay. Yes. I think the insert C. should be in the for loop.
Okay, so shouldn't we create a new list for the contact and add c dot add and c list dot
Yes, yes,
add
yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
put there and then we put insert c
Yes,
after for.
yes, yes,
Should we put
yes, yes, yes.
DML
Sorry.
inside the for?
DML. Could you please repeat the
So
DML part?
so should is it right to put the DML inside the for?
No, we could not put the DML inside the for. We should always, because it will throw in DML exception error if we hit the limit. That is 150.
Okay. So how we should write it? Let me copy this here. So I can put it as after insert. Then can I create a list, CC list, something like this, and then we have to declare the list and then put it inside the list itself. Here creating the CC list dot add
Yes.
and then put it like this, something like this.
List for list, you have to give the proper syntax of list. List contact, say list new list and contact. Okay.
Is it correct
Then
now?
yeah. No, something is missing. That is the open bracket and close bracket.
Is
Yeah,
it
and
correct?
then yes,
Mm-hmm.
correct.
Okay, cool. Now let's talk about query. Okay, let's go one by one. Go with
Mhm.
the first one and tell me what is wrong with that.
Select ID comma name comma select last name from contact from account. Select last name from contact. The first one is correct.
Okay.
Okay. The
It's
second
one.
one,
No,
select
no.
ID.
Just wait for first one. It's child to parent or parent to child.
That is parent to child,
Okay.
because we are getting the account details from where, and also selecting the
Okay.
contacts last name.
Okay. So check it again. I'm telling you there's something wrong in each one of them. There will be something wrong. So what is wrong in first one?
Mm, select ID name. That is, we are going from child to parent. That's why it is wrong.
So basically, when we are saying select name from contact, should we put S there?
Select last name pair.
Select last name from contacts. S will be there.
Contacts. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry.
Yeah, correct.
Yes,
Yeah, it becomes
contacts.
confusing like this. And go to the second one and tell me what is the mistake there. Here, the test object is a custom object. It's a
Okay,
child of
select
account, but
ID
a custom
comma.
object.
Okay, A double C O U N T. That is correct. Select ID. Select ID comma name from test ob. The test obj is object, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. From account. Mm, the second one. Okay. Select ID comma name. Yes, I think the second one is also correct. I don't see any difference.
There will be something wrong. And there is something wrong with test obj.
Test object.
Yeah. There's no. The name is test obj. Object's name
Yeah.
also
Okay. Yeah.
test
Okay. Sorry. Sorry. That is underscore underscore C,
underscore underscore c. So
because that is the custom object.
okay. What about R?
R stands for the relationship, the lookup relationship which we use.
Okay.
Sorry, for the relationship part. Yes.
So tell me again. Should we put R or C?
Underscore underscore C.
Here it will be
Sorry, sorry.
R.
Underscore underscore R. Sorry.
Correct, correct. So we will be putting test objs underscore r. Okay.
underscore r because it's a lookup relationship. Correct.
Yes. Then going to the next one. Um, tell me what is wrong there.
Select first name, comma last name, comma account dot name from contact underscore underscore. No, that is the contacts.
So we will be putting contacts or contact.
Hello,
We will be putting contacts or contacts.
contacts.
Contacts. Okay. And what is and in accounts dot name? What is wrong?
Accounts dot name, comma. There should not be the comma.
Okay, okay. So the thing which is wrong here is we are not putting accounts. We should put account dot name. Okay.
Account dot name. Yes. Okay.
Yes. And from contacts, not contacts, contact. Because this is just
Okay.
from the contact we are getting first name, last name, account dot name. So here I will put in contact like the way I am putting in the first one or second one. We are saying from account, not accounts, right? So like this.
Uh huh.
So like this, we are
Okay.
covering child to parent and parent to child, and then custom object query. Yeah, that's it. That's it
Okay.
from my side. Just a second.